Hey everybody, Harry is back with you for actually a continuation of the video I just completed, which was called DOSBox and Robbo Intro. I was going to begin the game of Robbo and start with System A, but I was looking at my computer desktop and I go, oh, I've got to run DOSBox, then I got to manually mount the drive, the virtual drive to the actual drive, and then I have to change to the directory and to run the program Robbo, and then when I'm through I have to type exit to leave. And I thought, I think I should be able to create an icon that'll do all of that for me. And I thought, well, if I'm interested in that, maybe some of you out there are interested in that. And it's actually not difficult to do. I'm going to take you through the steps one by one step at a time, and I believe you're going to be able to handle this just as well as I can. Now, I was inspired by some of my YouTubers here to do this, so I'm going to just show you how we'll do it, how I'm going to do it. There's no we, it's just me. How I'm going to do this here on my computer. You can do the same. First thing you need to do is go to the folder where you installed DOSBox. And if you don't know where that is, then run your file manager program. And by the way, in Windows 8, here's how you do that. I pinned that to my my start line here. But if you've forgotten how to launch file manager, come here to your start button right down here, lower left, right click, and there it is, File Explorer. And that's how you can launch it, okay? I just learned that today. I thought that was cool. I didn't even know. Okay, now I don't remember, and like you may not remember where DOSBox is located, so let's come up here to the search box up here. Now I happen to have looked before, and it's called, and I put in DOSBox. Now it's going to start looking, but I happen to know where it is. I'm not going to take the time to wait for this, so I'm going to stop the process. Mine is located under my OS C drive, and it's under my program files x86, and it is right there, DOSBox 0.74. So go in there, and this is where you want to create your shortcut icon. Alright, so this is how we do it. Now you go to your DOSBox application right here, and you right click this thing, and now, if it doesn't bring up the create shortcut, just try again. I don't know how come Windows is that way. Try again, because this is what you want, create shortcut. Now, you probably are going to get this message right here. Not everybody will get it, but a lot of you will get it. And it's simply because I don't have administrative rights set up on this particular computer. It's a new Windows thing, and I don't want to beat this up or anything, so I'm just going to say, yeah, let me just copy this to my desktop up here, and not fight it. So, and that's it. It did it. It's actually right here. I've highlighted it and I'm right there. So I'm through with this folder. Let's just close that. Now we're here, and this is a shortcut of DOSBox down here. It's the same thing. If I double click it, it's just going to run DOSBox, and there you go. So close it. Now what we want to do is make this icon do what this icon does right here. This is the one I created earlier so that we could look at them side by side together. If I run Robbo, look what it's going to do. It ran DOSBox, and it's actually started the game. See? And I'm going to go ahead and hit Alt-X to exit the game, and it actually closed. Isn't that wonderful? So that's what we want you to be able to do too. So we've already started by creating our shortcut. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to right-click and go to Properties. And what you have to do is come to the target line right here. I'm just going to click somewhere in there. I'm going to hit the End key. And notice that it just says Program Files x86, DOSBox and then run DOSBox.exe. You have to add some additional parameters or commands, if you will, to get DOSBox to do all those neat things I had it do. Now, here's what I'm going to cancel for the moment and show you what we've got. This one is done. So I'm going to go to the properties here, and I'm just going to hit. I'm already on the target line. I'm just going to click there. There. Look at this. I'm going to hit home, go to the beginning, and then hit the end key to go to the end. Okay. Now let's go back to home. Now all you want to do is come to the end of that line where it said DOSBox.exe close quote, and add the following line sequence of commands. So here they are. There's a space, -C, space, quotation mark, and then you put mount. We had to use mount, didn't we, in the last video, to mount our virtual drive to our actual drive. So I have typed mount P. I chose P in my previous video. You choose whatever drive letter you want. And then C:\DOS games, which is where I put it, and then /Robbo. Okay, close quote, space, -C, space again, quotation, and now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually change to the virtual drive P:. So P:, close quote, space, -C, space, quotation again, and then we're going to run the game, which is called Robbo.exe. Okay, and then close quote. And then finally, so that it'll exit DOSBox when it's finished, we do a space, -C, space, and then the word exit without the quotations. And that's it. So make your line, your target line, look like my target line, and this is going to work. Okay, the other thing we want to do is, this is certainly optional, sorry, this is certainly optional. You could change the icon. Now, I'm going to exit out of here, and let's come back over to this one, the one that we're working on. Let's go back to properties and hit change icon. It is using right here the image that was associated with DOSBox over here. See? And we need, or I would like to have a more customized image, and this is really not hard to do at all. I actually have one. It's right here. I'm going to drag it right here. This is the image I'd like to use. Now I don't think you can drag it there. See how that didn't work? So, but if you hit browse, it's on my desktop. So I'm just come down here to change icon. Now the first thing I must do is come down here to the lower right and change that to say all files, or it's never going to find that graphic. Then we start scrolling down until we find what I had called Robbo_icon. It is a bitmap image, okay? And that's what I'm going to take. So I'm going to hit, I've got it highlighted, and hit open. And there it is. It's right there. Hit OK. And now we hit OK again. And now it used the image. Okay, now this is the image. So, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh no. Here's the image over here. easy to get confused. Now let's push that back over there. So this is the DOSBox shortcut still, and this is our Robbo that I had created before I started. Now the other thing we want to do is change the file, the actual icon name, and there's a couple of easy ways to do that. You can either right-click this and select rename, and you can type the name there, or I'm going to hit escape. You can also press, with it highlighted, press F2 and change the name there. Either way, doesn't matter. So I'm going to type Robbo, but it can't be the same name as the icon here. So we're going to just put a -A on it, okay, just to be different, and hit enter. Now, there we go. So this one is the one that just starts DOSBox, and it doesn't actually start the game. So since I already have this prepared, what I'm going to do is come to this one, which it does start the game. See, it's starting. I'm just going to bail out of that, and I'm going to come here to properties, and I'm going to borrow that target line and I'll copy it over here. And since it's already highlighted, I'm just going to press Control C to copy that. Then cancel. Come over here. properties, and since it's already highlighted, I'm going to hit Control V to paste that in. See, it grabbed that whole thing. That's perfect. And hit OK. Now if I hit double click the Robbo A, it's going to run. See, there it goes. It's running it. Now the last thing, okay, we close. The last thing I want to do is show you how I made the graphic. Okay, now there's all kinds of ways you can do this. I'm just going to kind of give you the way I do it, and then you adapt it to your favorite method. Remember, here is the picture right there. Now it actually has a size, a dimension, and I see the dimensions there. It says 50 by 50. Okay, interesting. I actually made it 48 by 48, but here's how I did it. So now that these both work, let's just pick this one. And I'm going to just capture a screen capture. See my guy right there in the middle, right here? Okay, so hit and hold Control key and press the print screen key, which is the top row of keys right there to the right of F12. Press it and let go of both keys. Now we're done. So close this. Now that image, that whole screen, the whole desktop is in my clipboard. Now you run your favorite graphics manipulator program. Mine is not Paint. It's actually here on my start screen. It's called Microsoft Picture Manager. I really like this one. Now you see I have worked on this already, so I'm going to just delete that and close this box here, just so that I'm just at a blank screen. Now right here I am going to hit Control V to paste my desktop. And I'm going here, I'm going to click that, I guess double click it, and see it's enlarged now. All that we're wanting is this guy right here. We don't want the rest of this. So what we're going to do, we're going to crop. You do it your way, I'm going to do it my way. And I'm going to crop this thing, I'm just going to crop his head. Just like that. And then it doesn't have to be exact. And it can't be, and that's because of the dimensions that an icon typically is in Windows, which is typically 48 by 48 pixels. Now I'm going to hit OK. Okay, now look over here. This happens to be where my dimensions are displayed, which right now it says 256 by 139. So in order for me to resize this thing where it's proportioned correctly, I got to make both of these numbers say the same thing. So I'm going to come back and crop a bit more. Now I happen to know that I need to come to both sides of this guy's mouth to get really close to that number. Now look back over here again. What have we got? 149 by 139. We are 10 pixels away from having both numbers exact. So I'm going to click and just start pushing that in. And as I do, notice what happens. Look, on the left number up there. 138. So close. Oh, 139. And now let go. Now, both of these say 139 by 139. I'm going to hit OK. Now, we have what we need to actually resize this to 48 by 48. So hit resize. You do it your way. I'm, again, doing it mine. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to type 48 and tab and 48, and that's perfect. And I'm going to hit OK, and there, lo and behold, is the icon. And you can do this for any game that you want, as long as you can do a screen capture. Now I'm going to save this, so I'm going to go File, Save As. Icons have to be saved in Windows bitmap format, BMP, bitmap. Right there. And I'm just going to call this Robbo-icon and then -2, because I have one that's already called Robbo-icon. And I'm going to hit save. Okay, now let's see if this thing, because I've been having a little trouble with this saving correctly. So I'm going to close this. See, it didn't, turd. So I'm going to hit save again. And then I did it. Okay, so now where is my file that I just finished working on? Ew, you know what I mean? I've saved it to the wrong location. probably did, and I don't know where it is. Doggone. Oh, Harry. That's something you have to pay attention to, isn't it? If I go here, I bet I can find it. Okay, well, there's the file right there. So we've got it. I'm going to just double click it right there, and I'm going to try that again. I'm going to File, Save As, and yeah, it's saved to my Pictures directory. It's here, folder. I'm going to come up here and not be stupid and click Desktop, and then I'm going to save it there. And then I'm going to keep the file name and just hit Save. Dumb me. Okay, so it's done. Close this thing again, and yay, there it is right there. Hooray, hooray. So there you go. So the one that we played with today was this one. So we're going to just grab, go to Properties, change icon. Even though I don't have to, I'm going to do it anyway just to show you I can. Don't forget to change this down here to All Files. Okay, and scroll down until you find the graphic you just created, which is right there, Robbo Icon 2. There we go. And hit OK. And it's done and done. And that's how you do it, in case you want to. So for my next video, I will actually begin Robbo and start the walkthrough with System A. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.